The two things that I wanted growing up were a best friend and a boyfriend, and both of those things were something I struggled with. So you're asking me, how do I find the experience of friendship? You're saying that you struggle with all relationships, including these ones, and you love to hear my thoughts. I was the girl, I was the kid who put all of my feelings aside to try to achieve these goals, to try to get a best friend. And so I was the person that didn't have an opinion, didn't know what I wanted, because all I wanted was whatever that other person wanted, because I wanted a friendship and I wanted connection so badly. But as I got older, I was realizing that I'm okay as I am, and I need to find out and be more who I am, and then that will bring people into my life that I will naturally get along with because they will be seeing the true version of myself. And I think that was a critical point for me, is find out, who am I? Who is Mia? And I think what's hard is that just like having a boyfriend or finding a boyfriend or getting into a partnership, you have to leave your house. I never wanted to leave my house ever, but you kind of have to sometimes. Or you have to connect online. You have to put yourself in uncomfortable positions. And so part of what I've always talked about is that uncomfortable and unsafe are not the same thing. But if you've been in a situation where you haven't put yourself in uncomfortable positions for a long time, your brain is going to register that unsafe and uncomfortable are the same thing. So you need to start retraining it by tiptoeing into the world of making yourself uncomfortable in order to connect with others. So that might be trying to find people more organically, like through work, through volunteering, through things that you like to do in your leisure time. Maybe you like to play ping pong? What's that other one called with the thing? Pickleball. That's the other one with a P. So just like finding a romantic connection can be hard as you get older, so can finding friendships. I feel like maybe even worse than when you were a kid. But while it may be hard, it doesn't mean it's impossible. And I think the first step is realizing that you're worthy of that connection. You're worthy of building those friendships. And I think it's so cheesy to say this, but at the end of the day, to have a friend, you need to be a friend. And so, what is the amount of effort that I'm willing to put into those relationships? And how do I seek connection and where do I find it? And that's going to be different for everybody. I'd love to know other people's thoughts. How do you find friendships? How do you build friendships? What do you think is easy about a friendship and what do you think is hard about a friendship? Would love to know. Sending love to y'all.